Hi, this is Emalani Massage Therapy, and we're back again with some more arm work. Today is going to be the lower arm. So last time we worked on the upper arm, we mostly just did compressions, but with the lower arm, we have a lot more we can do. So we're going to start with those compressions again, same thing where you're pressing in with your arm and your body weight, and you're squeezing gently with your fingers. You're going to do those compressions across your arm. And roll it over and work on the other side. You'll notice that you feel a little tension in your fingers and you'll feel like they want to curl in as you go. That's normal, you don't have to fight that. It is a funny feeling though, it's always fun to do that. And rotate and work on the other side a little bit. And then with your arm on the table, you want a nice solid surface where you're not going to be shifting while you're working. This one's a little uncomfortable, but it can work really well. You're gonna just put that elbow gently right there at that elbow, other elbow. You're gonna let your hand hang loose. You don't want it to be holding a lot of tension, otherwise you're gonna be getting that tension in the opposite arm. So let that hand hang. And this is a pretty good stroke to use some lotion on. You're just gonna gently move towards your hand, away from that elbow. So you're going down towards that hand. Be gentle, you don't want to put all of your body weight behind it because you can feel the bones, especially as you get close to that wrist. You want to stay mostly in that meaty part of the arm, right in there. And you can do it from behind on the opposite side. And just press into that arm. And again, the arm should be gentle, your hand should be loose. Both hands should be loose. And then again, gentle towards that end. You don't want to hurt yourself or run over those bones with pressure. Now, one of the other fun things is you can squish that upper arm, that meaty part, and then you can move your fingers around just slowly. And you can feel those tendons moving under the hand that's doing the compression. You can rotate a little bit, get into that meaty part. And again, you can move those fingers around and you'll feel those tendons move. And do some compressions to kind of relax that. You can also get a good grip on that upper arm and you can move your hand up and extend and down and flex. And again, you'll feel those tendons moving under your hand. So up and extend, down and flex. So you'll feel those moving under there. With the forearm, you can do a little bit of those compressions. You can use your thumb. Just be gentle. You don't want to compress your carpal tunnel or that area right where those veins go through. You can be very uncomfortable there. So just be gentle. In this, I'm just doing a small squeezing motion with the thumb. Then you can also switch to the fingers, just the fingertips, and kind of strum like a guitar. You're just going to roll right over those. In here, some of that lotion might be useful, or you can do what we did with the pectorals, which is you do a compression, and then you relax out, and then you move your hand a little bit, do a compression, relax out, and then move a little bit. So you're not creating friction on the surface of the skin quite the same way. You're compressing and then releasing and moving and pressing. So you can go as slow as you want and be gentle because you do have a lot of sensitivity, especially around the elbow here and the joints, because that's where all of your important information is going through. Essentially, your veins, your muscles are responding to all that blood supply. You've got some of those lymph nodes in there and other things that can be pretty tender. Especially if you have a lot of tension, that can also make it extra tender. So again, with the elbow and also with the wrist, you just want to be careful. So go slow, go gentle, and give that a try. You can do a little bit of skin rolling too, which is essentially where you gently pinch and you're sliding. Now granted, your arm should be loose, but for the video's sake, I'm showing you at a funny angle. So you're gonna do a gentle pinch and you're using this side of your finger. So that's pressing in and your thumb is supporting it on the other side. It's just sitting there. And what you're doing is you're pulling towards that thumb slowly, okay? So what it looks like here is, again, this side is going to be against the skin. A little bit of lotion is helpful here, and your thumb is just supporting. So you put that down, you get a good amount of the skin, and then you just slowly slide towards that thumb. So slowly sliding towards that thumb, letting that skin get through. And you can do that with the direction of your skin. You know, some people will have a lot more flexibility and movement with their skin going from elbow to arm, or sorry, elbow to hand, or across. But either way, you do have a little bit of that give. And that can help release the fascia that's sitting around those muscles and keeping them tight. Because sometimes it's not the muscle, it's the surrounding surfaces that tend to get tight and tend to hold together, creating that tension. The fascia, even if your muscles are sticking to each other, that can happen. So this can kind of help break up that tension. All right, I hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next one.